Hi, everybody.
Me.
Hi, everybody. This is MoveEasy Yoga with Via. It's the 12th of September, and Kathy Hampton is on the screen. She's the rock star. She's going to show us the moves that we're going to do today. The focus today is on core work. We're going to do the 10 core exercises that I borrowed from Aljacal, which are designed to increase the core, strengthen the core, but not injure the bones, the bone structure,
Back.
osteoporosis, etc. And we're going to do the band pull aparts that I just learned from Jill Miller that are good for the humerus. We're not going to strengthen the rhomboids. We're going to strengthen the muscles at the back of the shoulders. So let's get started in the ordinary fashion with your legs up on a chair. And I'm going to put the timer on for 7 minutes. This is just a time to slow down and come into the room and watch your breath. Stay where you are. Stay in static rest, but we're going to add on. We're going to add on some things. The next thing you do is rotate your head from side to side, cervical rotation with a curled tongue. And whenever you're ready, let's get ready for vagus nerve reset. Just bring your head back to center. And the only thing you're going to move is your eyeballs. Shift your eyeballs to the right and wait for a sigh, swallow, yawn, or gulp. Finish yawning. It may take a long time. Come back to center. And then shift your eyeballs only to the left. And wait for a sigh, swallow, yawn, or gulp. When you're finished with that, yawn or gulp. Come back to center with your eyeballs and do this 2 more times without my cueing. Right, left, and then right and left. And Kathy's going to tell me when she's done. That'll be a marker. The occipital nerve moves and trips the vagus nerve. Boom. And Kathy's done. So finish up your vagus nerve reset and get ready for head ramping. Since you guys are all old timers, I'm not going to describe too much of this. Just do 6 ramps. Kathy's going to tell me when she's done. Oh. And you may be yawning because of your previous vagus nerve exercise and because we're still working on the occipital ridge where the vagus nerve runs through on both sides of the neck. Yep. And when you're finished, we're going to do breath work, rib cage breathing, using the hands to hold on to the rib cage. So the thumbs point down towards the floor, the hands go around the rib, wrap around the ribs, just underneath the breast, at the bottom, near the bottom of the rib cage, and just 6 breaths, breathing in, feeling the expansion in your hands, and then exhaling, and then the rib cage shrinks. Keep going. Nice, even breaths. And whenever you're finished, let's get ready for vacuum. You can leave your legs up on a chair, or you can push the chair away. Extend your legs along the floor, or you can bend your knees and put your feet on the floor. Any of those positions for vacuum. Take an ordinary breath. Inhale, and then exhale. At the end of the exhale, hold your breath out, no breath. Create a vacuum with your abdominal muscles. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And go ahead and breathe normally. Be sure to pull the belly in as tight as you can get it against the floor. Or you're sitting like I am, just behind you, pulling the belly in. Take an inhale and an exhale. No breath. Hold the breath out. Create a vacuum. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And return to a normal breath. 1 more vacuum. Inhale. Exhale. Hold your breath out, no breath, create a vacuum. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And return to normal breath. And come up to a seated position. This is still really a warm-up. We're going to do the side bend, the spine twist, and some windshield wipers from a floor seated position. If you can't do windshield wipers from a seated position, just lie on your back and do supine windshield wipers. Starting with side bend. So your legs are crossed, or you're in another floor seated position. Take your right arm out to the side, bring your left arm up and over. And I'm going to time for 40 seconds. Side bend. And now bring your arm forward, your top arm forward, so you can also add the stretch in the armpit and at the latissimus dorsi. Okay, bring your arm up and then bring your torso up and go to the other side. Left arm slides along the mat. Right arm up and over. Keep both hips on the floor. And then bring your elbow forward, the top elbow forward to create an additional stretch. You're still side bending. And bring your elbow up and bring your torso up. Switch the cross of your legs if you're cross-legged. Or switch whatever you're doing if what you're doing is symmetrical. Let's start with a rotation, spinal rotation, spine twist. Left hand on right knee, right arm behind you. Twist, rotate. And then while you're here, you have some choices to add on with a rotation at the cervical spine. Rotate the head side to side, or you can move your rib cage from side to side, or you can do nothing except the twist and enjoy that. 40 seconds will be here. Okay, come on out of that, unravel yourself, go to the other side, right hand on left knee, left arm behind you, spider fingers. Remember the add-ons, the optional add-ons. And unravel. Put your feet out in front of you, wide, and slow. Let's do six of these, right and left. Windshield wipers. Try to get your knees on the floor. If it's hard for you to do seated, you can drop down to your back, supine, and do windshield wipers supine. Take it slow. Your hip will lift. One hip will lift as you drop your knees. One of the best hip openers that I know of. I think we've done almost 6. So let's do one more and call it Call it a day, I quit. And then the next thing we're going to do is this Corework series. So the first position is a forearm plank. And you're going to get down on your forearms and keep your palms facing up so you don't use your hands and lower your body. And rest on your knees and feel your core engage. And then push down with your arms and pull in as if you're going to pull the mat together. This should also help you activate your core. Extend your legs. Kathy's already done this. And then pick the appropriate version for you, and we'll do 20 seconds. Come out of this early if you need to. This is tough. 20 seconds. Keep breathing. You can push your feet back into an imaginary wall. And come on down. Come on down. Rest on your arms for 20 seconds. We're going to do it again. Sure that you feel the core engage. We're resting first. Now come on up. Come on back into your position. Elbows. You can lift your one leg at a time or both legs. And create your plank. Feel the engagement of the core. And I'm timing it for 20 seconds. Okay, come on down and rest again for 20 seconds. And we're going to move to the side plank. So that was number 1, forearm planks. You might need a brick on this one. At least the only way I can do anything close to this is with a brick.
I'm going to demonstrate it with a brick.
Okay, why don't you demonstrate that?
So your elbows on the brick instead of on the ground. It makes it a little easier.
And then she's going to lift it up. You lift her legs up. The other brick thing, I wonder if I can do it with that much help. The brick I was thinking of is called the mermaid.
I'm sorry.
You put the brick on your hip.
Yes.
Lengthwise, I think, along your hip, and then try to lift your legs. Your arm comes down, and then you try to lift your legs up. This is also working the QL. It's not a side plank, but you can see that it does some similar work on the QL. So that's your alternative, but otherwise, lie on your side and prop yourself up on your forearm, or use brick like Kathy just demonstrated.
Or you can be right arm, but this is easier.
Yeah. And keep, and now lift your hips up. So the point is here to lift your hips up, and 20 seconds. You can bring your arm up if you'd like to. You can straighten your legs if you like to, or you can straighten one leg. Make sure that the belly stays strong and the shoulders are relaxed. Okay, let's do that one more time. Let's rest for a minute and do it one more time. Okay, come on up. So you can straighten one leg or straighten both legs. Your arm can come up. These are side lying planks. side planks. Okay, switch to the other side. Remember, this is core work, so try to feel your core strong, really strong. Switch to the other side. Come on up, hips up. Leg out if you want, arm up if you want. Feel your core working to hold you up. Okay, come on down. Let's rest for 20 seconds, and then we'll come back up for 20 seconds. Okay, come on up. Feel the core and pull the core in so it can support you in this movement. And come on back down. And let's rest for 20 seconds. The next thing we're going to do is is this the third one? Tabletop march. All you're going to do is, well, let's rest for a minute. 6 more seconds of rest. Okay. Now we're going to do this exercise for 1 minute. But you're moving your legs. So you're not holding anything for 1 minute. So lying on your back, feel your smoosh your abdominal muscles, your lower back down into the floor. Lift your legs up into tabletop and keep your arms up. Straighten one leg and then the other. This is also called dead bug. So straighten one leg and then the other. And if you want to, you can add the alternating arms with the legs. If that's too hard, just keep your arms up toward the ceiling and don't move. But otherwise, alternating, we're going to do it for 1 minute. Dead bug is actually the most common. They call it tabletop march. So okay. Come on back down, stop, and we'll do it again in a minute. Just rest. Maybe rest and put your hands in a cactus position. And now do elbow lifts just for fun. Lift your elbow, not your hands. Keep your hands on the floor. Lift your elbow. It's just a little bit. You might even feel that back muscle, shoulder muscle. Lift is just to lift the elbow up away from the floor. You can alternate that for fun. Elbow lifts. All right, stop that. Come back to dead bug for 1 minute. So this is about core work. You should be really feeling the core. And this is also about coordination when you start alternating arms and legs like this. So it's about balance. Very nice. And then go ahead and rest for a few seconds. The next move is a bridge with a march. So you're going to be lying on your back with your knees bent, your feet on the floor, and then you march one leg up and then the other. And you should feel your glutes as you lift up. So one leg first.
Oh, we have to bridge when we do that.
Oh, bridge. It says, let's see, push your belly down. Oh, lift your hips. Sorry, lift your hips first. Lift your hips into a bridge.
Yeah. There we
Now,
go.
one leg up, marching, and then the other. Don't let your hips shift. Think of yourself as having a glass of water on your belly that you don't want to tip. Breathe. Bridge with a march. Feel your abdominals. Now, Kathy, do you teach this with a brick under the hips?
I don't, but you can.
If it's hard for you to keep your hips up like this, put a brick under.
Yeah.
We still have 20 seconds to go. Feel the glutes and the abdominals working. And now stop and just do some windshield wipers.
With your hips down.
With drop your hips. And then do some windshield wipers. If you take your hip and feet a little wider, you're going to get you'll be able to drop your knees. And now come on up. We're going to get into a chair. I didn't mention this prop, but you need a chair. This is called chair seated ab hold. You're going to sit on the chair in good posture and cross your arms over your chest or extend them straight in front of you, your choice. And then from the good posture, from this position, you're going to lean back until you feel your abdominal muscles kick in. And then you're going to stay here for 1 minute.
Or lift legs.
No legs. Oh, you can, if you want to challenge yourself, you can lift legs up. Or lift both legs up or one at a time. But you should come back, straight back, flat back, right? Come back until you feel the abdominals working. That's the key and the focus of this position. Relax your shoulders. Don't hike them up by your ears. You have 15 more seconds here. Okay, come on up. And come up to a standing position. The next one we're going to do, this is number 6, is standing march. You're going to bring your knee up towards your chest and bring it down. As you bring your knee up, you're working your core muscles. So we're going to do this. Focus on squeezing the core muscles as you move your legs, your knee.
I like to hang on to something, either the chair or a wall. It helps.
Yeah. 1 minute. Marching, standing marching with core abdominal engagement, really, basically. If you want to make this more challenging, you can lift your arms up over your heads, overhead arms.
Harder.
It's a lot harder, actually. 30 more seconds. Pull your belly button in and up. Stay strong. So this is also a balancing exercise. So core and balance. Okay, that's the end of that one. The next one, number 7, is a standing side bend. You may want to add a pair of weights to this, small weights. But you want to stand tall, and we're going to do this for 1 minute again. You can bend your knees a little bit, and then just drop your shoulders. This is a side, we've done the side bend before, floor seated. Try not to bend backwards or hunch. Just pulling your belly button in and going down as far as you can. So Kathy has some weights. You can add weights. And we're doing this for 1 minute. We have 30 seconds left. This also works on the QL, the waist muscle. Okay. The next movement is a modified bird dog. So get down on your hands and knees. Let's see here. You're going to lean on your forearms, is what they say here, and you're going to lift one leg and then the other. So get into a plank position. And you could, I think this is on a chair.
Yeah, it actually is.
It's on a chair, even though the text narrative doesn't mention a chair. You're going to use your chair and put your hands up on either the seat or the back of the chair. Make sure it's pressing into a wall so it's not going to move anywhere. And the first thing you're going to do is start by just lifting one leg and then another. But you're in a plank, so try to bring your legs back farther behind you, Kathy. So, and drop your butt down and your back down so you're in a plank, I think. Okay, and then alternate. Okay, I'd like you to find a plank first, Kathy. Find the plank. No, that's not the plank. The plank is when both feet are on the floor. Get your legs back farther. Your butt and your back are straight.
Oh, that you want this?
No, I don't want that. So I want you to, your legs can be back. So try to emulate a plank, but using with your arms up on it. It's more like that. Only I would take your legs back farther.
My legs are only so long.
Okay. Now lift one arm and one leg and then lift the other. And if it's easy and safe, you can also alternate by lifting one arm when you lift the opposite leg. But that may not be available to you guys. Make sure that you have a plank going on first. You can be up on your hands or you can be down on your forearms on the chair, whichever is easier. This is essentially a plank, a moving plank, right? You have 30 more seconds. And go ahead and stop. And next we're going to do mini squat. You're going to hold on to the back of your chair and stick your butt back and then squat and rise, engaging your core and butt muscles for a minute. Mini squat. And stop. The last thing we're going to do is a sit to stand. So you're going to need your chair and you're going to need to sit on it. You're going to pull your belly in. So this is once again engaging the core. Hold your arms out in front of you and lower your butt so it touches the chair. And then squeeze your butt as you stand up. There you go, 1 minute. You can do these as fast or as slow as you want. And you could use your arms to help you push yourself out of the chair if you need to. This actually improves lower body strength while you're doing core work. Squeeze your butt, squeeze your core as you stand up. Thirty seconds left. And stop. Okay, let's just go ahead and do the band pull aparts. So Kathy's going to stand up. We're going to stand, everybody stand in good posture with your stretchy band, in holding onto the stretchy band with your arms a little bit, your arms straight or almost straight, and your thumbs up. So your thumbs up and pulling on the band. You might want to make your hands a little wider than your body. And from there, you want to relax your shoulders and feel the side of the scapula tuck into the waist, towards the waist. So find that and now pull. And do this 8 times. So you should be feeling the muscle at the edge of your scapula, top of your scapula, be working, not the rhomboids. You're not, that's another exercise. I really love this exercise because I think it's helping me improve or reverse the forward rounding of the humerus, the head of the humerus. Find a strap that works for you. Now, I don't know whether I've done 8 or not. I'm sorry to say. This can be very exhausting. Why don't we stop and just shake your shoulders out, shake your hands, and we'll do it again. But first, shake your shoulders and maybe do a shoulder shrug. Yeah, that warmed me up. I'm gonna have to take off this one layer I have on here. We're gonna do it one more time. Remember that you're not just bringing your arms back without thinking about tucking your scapula down and relaxing your shoulders. All right, 8 times. Go ahead and find your movement. And I'm going to try to count to 8 this time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So I'm finding by doing this, I find that it's retraining the head of the arm bone to go be back. And this is for good posture, basically. Okay, you guys, let's find a place on the floor. Get ready for Yoga Nidra. .61 guided meditation. You may want to put a towel or a washcloth over your head. You may want to put a blanket on, depending on the weather in your neck of the woods. Let's start by noticing your breath, breathing in and out, and observing your belly as it rises and falls with the gentle flow of your breath. Now bring your awareness and attention to the center of your eyebrows, center of your throat, right shoulder, elbow, wrist, right thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, right wrist, elbow, shoulder, center of your throat, left shoulder, elbow, wrist, left thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, left wrist, elbow, shoulder, center of your throat, spiritual heart center, right side of your chest, heart center, left side of your chest, heart center, navel center, center of your pelvis, right hip, knee, ankle, right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, right ankle, knee, hip, center of your pelvis, left hip, knee, ankle, left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, left ankle, knee, hip, center of your pelvis, navel center, heart center, center of your throat, center of your eyebrows. This completes our Yoga Nidra 61-point guided meditation. So now it's time to wiggle and stretch. Go ahead and bring your arms overhead and slowly stretch stretch your arms overhead and your legs out in front of you along the mat. Try to create a little bit of extra space between your pelvis and your rib cage. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Both arms, both legs, stretch one side and then the other. Feel all of the benefits of your movement today in class. And then whenever you're ready, just start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Just wiggle them, and then start to rotate the wrists and the ankles in one direction and then in the other direction. Hug your right knee to your chest and give it a big squeeze and thank you, knee. And then release that leg and along the floor, bring your left knee in and give it a big hug. Thank you, knee, for all you do. And then release that leg, move it along the floor. Hug both knees up into your chest and rock from side to side. This is a great move for releasing tension in the back and the lumbar. And also for massaging the organs. And whenever you're ready, roll onto one side for a minute. This is our gratitude minute. Just take time here to notice what you're grateful for. You won't get to all of them because there's hundreds of things, or maybe thousands of things you could put on a gratitude list. But maybe you'll be grateful for your class today and the fact that you're still moving well, or that you're getting better at moving. Maybe you're grateful that we're focusing on core today. A strong core plays an important part in your ability to move. And whenever you're ready, come on up to seated. I'm going to remove the spotlight so we can close the class with namaste. Good. Oh, I put Anderson. Hold on, you guys have to. Oh, how did that happen? I've switched names, so I should have changed this. Okay, there. Everyone put your hands together. See if you can make your hands strong, your prayer pose strong. See if you can find some of the muscles that we're working on with the band pull aparts. I think you can, and I think you'll be able to do that better and better each time we do that. So maybe we'll make it a every class thing, or every other. Now go ahead and relax your prayer pose. Lift your occipital ridge up away from your shoulders that are relaxed, so that you can actually lift the skull up and then nod, bow, and know that each of us is a light, an individual light, and that together we're one light as well. And we'll close the class by saying namaste.
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 Thank you, everybody.
Thanks,
Thank
Maureen.
you.
Good class.
Great class.
Okay.
Exhausted, but okay.
Yeah, that's a hard one, but it's a good one.
Yeah, I feel like all my body is movable now.
Good. That's really good news. Okay. See you guys next time.
See you
Bye.
Saturday. Bye.
Thank you. Have a great time in Chicago.
I will.